Well, it took us like 3 to 4 years to develop this movement. Basically, the whole idea that came out from the brain of Mr. Roden was to give the feeling to the owner of the watch that the complication was turning around the dial and not the dial itself. So it's closer than car engineering than watch making. Basically, we calculated that the dial has to turn for a quarter of the rotation in 16 milliseconds. And then it was quite complicated to build the whole engine. We calculated that the initial strength to obtain that rotation had to be equivalent to 9G. The problem was we could initiate the strength of it, but we could not stop it after a quarter of a rotation. So, because most of the prototypes we did were exploding at the end because of the watchmaking traditional, construction of the movement that was quite thin. Basically, we could actually solve the problem by inventing a small device that took us a lot of time. It was to stop the rotation, that you could not see it by your own eyes, and that's why it took us so long time to develop it. We hope to produce about 200 pieces. But so far, I'm afraid we will have to produce more because it seems like the market is demanding a lot of it. Since we have a signature like we have in the Occhio, like we have in the mechanical, we are working on a very similar device to work on other complications because it's part of our patrimony from nowadays.